Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel of Gondor, and today we're back in Dale and we're ready to go find King Bart. So, that's just what we're gonna do today. We're gonna start exploring Lake Town, and as you can see here, not Lake Town, Dale, sorry. But as you can see here, there are a lot of pages in Dale.
Now the Lord of Dale, when Smaug attacked, was Giriarn, third of his name. 7 black arrows he loosed upon that worm, and each fell short of its mark, the last leaving only a scratch before he perished in the flames.
Right, so that's one of the first pages that we can find in Dale. There are a lot, and not all of them are related to only the Northmen lost lore. I think we can also find pages for the elves and the dwarves in here, because Dale, of course, is one of the most important locations of the entire area, and it's a place where elves, dwarves, and men converged. So it makes sense for us to find pages for all these 3 races around the place. Here's another one, for example.
After the slaying of Smaug, Bart's true lineage was revealed, and so he was named Bard the Bowman, the new king of new-built Dale.
Awesome. And here we have also the milestone. We're gonna grab this milestone so that we can keep moving along. There was another soggy page. Here, you see there's a lot of pages in Dale. That's why I waited.
Thus was Broda made Lord of Dale, and by the dwarf king Thror, gifted the name Girion Ironbolt, and a black arrow, thrice forged, hard enough to pierce through stone.
Interesting. So as you can see here, we're getting the tale of Girion of Dale and his lineage all the way to Bart. A very interesting story that I hope we'll get to complete at some point. But as I was saying, since there are so many pages in Dale, that's why I didn't went exploring the town at the end of the last episode, because there's a lot of things to do. And here we have Rekar.
Beg your pardon.
Hail, adventurer. You look like you can handle yourself out there. How about a challenge? I am a huntsman and fur trader, and there is plenty to hunt in the Dale lands, but there are some well-known beasts that lurk in the wilds that even I have been unable to defeat. If you were to do some hunting for me, I would make it worth your while. Avank are a good place to start. They are dangerous to be sure, but slow and simple creatures. Hunt them in the marshes near Loegland and find their alpha, Fenskin. Beware of his powerful bite. Alright, I don't know if we'll get a chance of going back to Loegland as part of the regular questing we're gonna do, or if we need to get out of our way to do that. But there is a quest line with Rekar, so I think we're gonna follow that one. Here we have also one of the quartermasters. There is in fact 3 different quartermasters. One for the men of Dale, one for the elves of Felagod, and another one for the dwarves of Erebor. And I forgot to check the barter with the elves of Felagod. So I don't know what I am missing there, but
By the dragon's shadow.
we can get a master in Dale, and that is great. So maybe I didn't need to get the milestone in Dale as well. Might seem a little redundant, as now we have the master too. But exquisite elven fishing rod. I think I gotta get me one of those. It doesn't say which standing I need to get, but I'm thinking maybe ally. As you can see here, you can also get very good gear. I think the men of Dale are the light armor. Yeah, the light armor supplies. Friend, we gotta keep it friend with them, and we're about to do so. In fact, we can just go back to the task board if needed, but I don't think that's necessary right now.
And so this arrow was forged for you, my son. May you never need it, yet keep it well. For some distant day, it may save us all.
You see an elven page here too.
Perhaps the age of men is truly come. Or so it seems to me, when the greatest wisdom is to break what you hold dear, and to loose your shackles with forgetfulness.
Come on, Thranduil, you cannot be critiquing Bart's decision, especially because it was Mithrandir's advice.
Great were the gifts of the new dwarf king, Dane Ironfoot. Not least among them new black arrows, thrice forged, and one for each lord of Dale.
Awesome.
It was then that Bart, the leader of men, did the wise and unthinkable. He broke apart the necklace, handing its gold to the dwarves, and to the elves, its gems.
Alright, I think these are all the gems we can find, all the pages, sorry, that we can find around the keep. So let us see how we're doing with this quest. Look, we're only missing 5 pages to complete the Northmen, Lost Lord, that's amazing. And what about the elves? We're missing 6 pages. Not so bad, I think we've done great with these two. And I hope we'll get to find them all without bigger issues. The young king stands before his throne, his family by his side. And complete a quest arc? Okay.
Most pleased to welcome you to Dale.
Many roads and many peoples find their way hither, and with them of late come the most remarkable rumors. It is said that the Dark Lord has fallen in Mordor and that Gondor has a king. The young man glances hastily back at the woman beside him, as if afraid he has said too much. You assure him that the rumors are true, and his eyes widen. You are well-spoken and worldly wise. There is a goodness in your eyes. Might I ask you to help serve Dale in a manner most suited to your virtues? We have lately weathered our own assault from the Dark Lord's forces in the form of the warlike Jangovar coming out of the east. Their strength was broken, though our losses were great, and a remnant clings to this valley, intent on hearing what they cannot conquer. But this is not the matter of which I spoke. After the Jangovar, other Easterlings appeared. These bore not armor but rags, not arms or battle standards but meager satchels with scant belongings. They came scared and hungry, and speaking of strange and terrible tidings to the east. They have gathered in some small camps in the wilderness outside Dale, and I wish to welcome them into our gates. But the folk of Dale have endured much in recent days, and I would know their hearts before I act. I fear that if I or my known agents asked among them, they would tell us what we wish to hear, not the truth of their hearts. Would you go among the Dale folk and hear their true thoughts on these new Easterlings who have come to our doors seeking refuge? Sure, I'll be delighted to. Bart II, Bryn, Erna, Galmar. Okay. The royal family in Dale. What a nice picture. Looking forward to helping you all. So that's how we begin our exploration of Dale, by asking about these Easterlings that have recently come, seeking refuge of all things. So where do we go now to find all these people?
Well met.
Do you know how our battle against the Jangovar was won? I do, for I was there. In truth, we thought ourselves outmatched. Dale was taken and our dear King Brand slain, and the King of Dwarves as well. And yet we fought on, for what else could we do? So there we were, readying ourselves for death with our swords in our hands, when the ground began shaking, and the sky changed, and lo! An eagle came and it spoke glad tidings to the good peoples of Middle-earth. The enemy then quailed before us, and we pressed our advantage, driving them before us in a great rout. What do I think of these refugees? That if we treat our guests and supplicants poorly, we are no better than evil men, and I had rather belong to the good. But that was unexpected. I thought you were gonna resist the idea of receiving the Easterlings, but you're not. You're being the bigger money here. respect for you. Here we have the crafting hall. I don't think we technically need to come in here, but I'm not sure if there's a page inside. I don't think there should be. But I seem to remember there was something inside this craft hall. And for the life of me, I can't remember what it was. Maybe it's just the fact that there are two entrances and I always get confused with them. Ah, no, this was not an entrance. This is a crafting guild. The crafting guild area. Okay. Good to know. I do need to get some crafting done, so maybe I'll do that by the end of the episode. I just remembered now that I got to enter the guild hall. Ah, wait, yeah, there's another page in here. I knew it.
King Thror promised such a gift to each Lord of Dale. Trade grew and thrived between men and dwarves, and for 7 more lords, 7 more black arrows were forged.
Awesome. Only missing 4 pages now.
Here we are then.
The refugees. I didn't know whether they mean well or ill, but many among us Dale folk trust not these new Easterlings. Not in such numbers, nor so soon after the Jangovar assault. Gotta be honest with you, that's exactly how I expected all the people in Dale to react, so... That's actually not a surprise, though it's sad that it be so.
There's hope yet, if all I hear is true.
These Easterlings come seeking shelter and aid, yet why have they come to us? Are we not ourselves beleaguered from war and strife? We have hardly patched our walls and gates, with the Jangovar shattered. The Jangovar raiders linger yet in the wilder corners of the valley, sapping off our trade, and slowing the commerce we'll have to rebuild. You cannot help someone up, I say, while you yourself are on your hands and knees. Alright, once again, the answer I expected, but it seems a little bit more reasonable. What about you?
Well met, friend.
These refugees who have come out of the east speak of ruin in their homelands, but I say it is retribution for siding with the Dark Lord against the free peoples. Let them go back from whence they came and suffer their due. But that's not very nice now, is it? We were almost in that position just a few weeks ago.
A good day to you.
I have traveled far and wide and traded many times with the men of Dorwinion. Many of those refugees who arrived in rags at our gates are from that eastern land, and I know them to be women and men of principles, learning and lost just as we are. But among the refuge seekers are others, the Chayasir, and I have never done trade with these. They are wanderers, I am told, with no writing, building, or craft. But, so that's a yes or that's a no? Please explain yourself better.
There's hope yet, if all I hear is true.
Those poor bedraggled souls? I have seen them and seen the sorrow on their faces. My grandmam held me on her knee and told of the sorrow on the faces of our own people during the desolation of Smaug, and the hope we felt when first we returned here to Dale. If you ask me, we ought to do all we can to offer them comfort and shelter. Thank you. Thank you once again for choosing the sensible option.
Well met.
They say they come in peace, but I know what these Easterlings are. Nothing but a new Jangovar ruse. Behind every tattered cloak you will find sharpened swords and shining mail. They wait only till we welcome them into Dale, when they will draw their blades and cut our throats. Again, expectable, but not very nice. No pages in here, it seems. You, what do you think of it?
A good day to you.
What do you know of the Chayasir, who are among these new arrived Easterlings? Here is what I have heard, that they themselves claim they dwelt here by the Long Lake once and have returned to claim it as their own. Even if their tales be true, have we not held this place, built it and rebuilt it against true plagues, dragons and Jangovar swords? Let them try and claim it, they'll get naught so long as Dale stands and thrives. Shouts rise up from the lower markets in the southeast quarter of Dale. which is around here, I believe. You see, there's another milestone in here. Dale is so big that you need 2 milestones, it seems. Not only is it big, it's also labyrinthian in a way. Much like Lake Town, it has a lot of coming and goings, a lot of passages, places to go. Several Dale men stand around an unarmed Easterling. We just want to know where you are going and what you're up to. Are you sure that's all that you want? Don't hurt me, I will go. I will deal with him. You just go. Well enough then. You ask him if those goods are stolen. And who are you to talk to me? Peace, peace. I'm unarmed. I only asked where he was going. There's no law against that. No, but it's just a matter, the way in which you asked.
I thank you, but I took this risk upon myself.
I thank you, stranger. I knew that I took a risk upon myself when I ventured into Dale, but the need was great. I thought to myself, is this not known to the end of all roads as a place of trade? Yes, even as far as my land of Dorwinion. And I am not myself a man of trade entirely. There is hunger and need among the camps, I thought, and so I will find what has value that cannot be eaten or worn and trade it for what can. Yet alas, I have found no fellow merchants, only ill will. Now I fear I must turn back and find some other way. There will be another way, I am certain. We have come leagues upon leagues from our lands and survived greater travels than this. Oh, what a very polite Easterling. Don't you worry, I'll talk to the king about it and maybe open some trade between our folks. I imagine if you're role-playing as a man from Dale, which is an origin you can pick, this all should be pretty exciting. Just as much as when we ourselves got to Minas Tirith at long last. Yeah, this sort of homecomings, even if the game was not, even if the origins you can pick don't make that much of a difference. For players, for us, it does make a world of difference. So if you picked up the origin as a man of Dale and now are coming back home, if you pick the Gondorian like us, if you pick the man of Rohan that I have also done, coming to these places and feeling that you're back home is an amazing feeling. I'm glad we got back home with everybody, basically. That's what it seems.
You are most welcome here.
The young king's face darkens and emotions struggle unconcealed across it as you describe all you saw and heard among his folk. He looks to you, then back to his mother in doubt. Before he can speak, a messenger appears, bowing low.
Let us hear the tidings.
I must think long on all you have told me, Beriathan, but a messenger has come with grave and present news, to judge by his face. Let us hear the tidings then.
By water or by road, as they say.
Lord, there has been an incident, an outbreak of violence of some sort in one of the refugee camps. I can say little else, I'm afraid, but if it is true, the lives of Dale folk may be imperiled this very moment.
If there has been some incident, my sword-thegn will credit.
Even now, my sword-thegn Athalrík is patrolling the refugee encampments to ensure that no such violence or conspiracy can fester among the Easterlings. If there has been some incident, he will quell it.
What have you done now, Bryn?
Athalrík? Now you have sent him and his fellows to go among the refugee seekers, Bryn? Did you not even think to mention this to me or to Mother? Beriathan, if the Queen Regent wishes to go, then I too wish it.
Let us err on the side of caution.
Let us err on the side of overabundant caution in this matter. We have just heard how our people's sentiments toward the Easterling seeking refuge are delicate at best. If some row between the refugees has broken out or one has gone and attacked one of the Dale folk, it must be swiftly dealt with. I deem that we should dispatch our new friend the Warden to assist Athalrík in whatever way is needed. Oh no, but I'm not going yet. Let me pick this.
We've lost much in recent days.
Come with me, then, Warden. I will lead you to where the incident was said to have happened and take the swiftest path. I think this is an instance and we'll be back here, so let us try that instead, maybe?
You'll see. Whatever unruly outbreak there was among the refugees, my sword-thegn Athalrík will have dealt with it before you got there.
Maybe not. The place is desolate and quiet as a grave. There are signs of a struggle here. The Easterling holds a weapon. The Dale man died amid the struggle. Did this freshly shattered crate belong to the Easterlings, or was it stolen? This Easterling was unarmed. Shouts issue from the eastern end of the camp. You thief! You desecrator! You'll pay! Do you think us all unarmed and helpless? Wait, but I just arrived. You should not be allowed to leave. Pull back now. Let us attack all at once? No. Please, please, all of you, lower your arms. This man defended me from harming Dale. I give you my word.
Please, I mean no harm.
Friends, truly, this man is not one of those who aggrieved you. He is my guest, and I vouch for him. Any harm done from him is beyond my head. Come, good Warden. This was but a misunderstanding. They are angry, and with cause. But not at you. I see doubt in your eyes. The dead of two parties lie on the ground, and you have not decided the meaning. You are not quick to judge, and that is well. Come with me then to my own camp, and we will see if you may judge slowly and justly. Oh, maybe I should have picked those quests before then. Well, that's done already, so let us not worry about that for the time being.
Two have traveled far, I am guessing.
Here then, this is my home. Oh, not my true home in Dorwinion, which might be destroyed for all that I know. But this is as much home as I have, and you are my guest. My hearth is yours, and here no harm shall befall you. As you have come here for a purpose and not for pleasantries, I have asked that you judge carefully what happened in the lower camp. Will you do so and hear me out?
How do you know? You hear both sides.
When you haggle over the cost of goods in the market, neither haggler is fully to be believed. This we know. And yet, there is a true and fair worth to the goods, and when the haggling is done, it is hopefully found. But how do you know that truth? You hear both sides. Why did you not go among my people and among the Chayas here and hear our sides of the story? The two camps are close, and when you are done, maybe you can judge the truth for yourself.
How far we have come, and for what?
Why have we fled so far from our homes in ruin? Have you not heard of the great devastation that happened there? Some say it was a blazing fire that rose up out of the earth, consuming all. Others, a darkness coming down from the sky, 1,000 night black red-eyed crows. I did not see it with my own eyes, I confess. They say none who did escape with their lives, but when peoples, not just of Dorwinion, but beyond, came fleeing in droves past our homes, we fled too. Had you seen the terror in their eyes, you would have done the same.
My home is lost, and this is no home.
Have you heard tale of the war in Mordor? Let me tell you, for I have heard all about it. The armies of Gondor blew their horns and the gates crumbled before the blasts. Then the Red King vied in battle, one-on-one with a White Sage. At their blows, the earth trembled. When the Red King struck, the sky darkened. When the White Sage landed a blow, the mountain burst into flame. Though he took a grievous wound, the White Sage prevailed and claimed the Red King's crown. All the orcs of Mordor perished on the spot, and 1,000 birds descended from the skies to pick at their bones. That is what I heard, and I swear that it is true. Not entirely. Some over-exaggeration there.
There is ruin in the east.
Many carts full of goods have I known from Dale, though until we fled I lived all my life in far Dorwinion. Many a merchant of Dale have I known, fair of speech and manner, come down the long roads to trade with us. So tell me now, if you can, how they have forgotten us now that we are at their doors, how they have forgotten their first speech and the hospitality with which we treated them. Tell me, when they rise in the morning, how they look their children in the eyes. Oh, that's a very good question.
There is ruin in the east.
Some among us may complain of their lot, but is that not always so? So we do not lay about in a palace upon cushions of silk. Many leagues we walked, dogged by hunger, carried by sickness, robbed and beaten, and always the terror of what devastation lay behind us, never knowing whether it followed us and how fast. Here we have found food and rest for our weary feet. We have come so far. Surely we can overcome the obstacles before us. Okay, so these were the Easterlings of Dorwinion. Something happening in Rune, it seems. And we don't know what is, but hopefully at some time we'll find out. So this seems to be setting up a potential expansion, quest pack, or what have you in Rune. I mean, at some point that's gotta happen. Rune, Harad, Khand. There's so many things still left to explore in this game.
Dismiss me not, though I am dressed in rags.
There is a name whispered in fear among our tents. Athalrík. Have you heard his name? He and his men come among us, chests puffed out. They show those who have not offended. They take what is not theirs. They accuse us of things we never imagined. And suppose we struck back? We are not so helpless against a handful of men, armed though they be. If we struck back, would the men of Dale believe we did so in defense? No, that is not the way.
Have you also come just to jeer?
We are Chayasir, and so we wander. But never so long, so ceaselessly and wearingly have we wandered. I have seen such wonders as I've never imagined. From the ruin we fled and come over high mountains. We were very near the tops when they shook mightily. We fell to our feet, all of us, and watched amazed as the souls flowed cascading like thundering rivers down onto the foothills below. Then we came to the sea, the waters roiling on the sands lined with a great wreckage of ships. There was fire among them, and whether they came from strife among men, or great storms, or some other cause, I cannot say. We did not tarry, we went on. Over green lowlands we traveled, and then up into high dry land swept cold by wind. There the earth had been opened up as if from a wound, and we could not see into the depths. Armies we saw, gleaming and orderly as if going off to war. Then we saw other soldiers, wounded and dirtied, wandering as if lost. Sometimes they robbed us or beat us, other times they went on by. At long last we have come here. Our Sangemêkh says this is a homecoming and that we will stay here, at least for now. And so we rest and mourn all we have lost, and think in wonder over all that we have seen.
Have you too come just to jeer?
We Chayasir dwelt in this valley once, many lives of women and men ago, so it is sung by our Sangemêkh, our sunk mother, of how before we wander we settled around the long lake. How long have these Dale folk lived here? If they continue to prove unworthy of this fair and bounteous land, perhaps it is they who should wander and the Chayasir should take it back. That's not sounding good. This seems like a recipe for disaster.
Yes, stranger.
When first we arrived in this vale, some number of us ventured down to the river's edge, so we might wash the mud from our cloaks and fill our water gourds. There, kneeling by the cool waters, did we look up and behold the high tower of Dale, its walls and bridges and houses huddled like a herd of sheep. But no gates or doors could we see from our place on the river, as if Dale had turned its back. Little did I dream that day how true this thought might be. Okay, so we're getting acquainted with all the struggles of the Easterlings around Dale. Let us go back to Encarbo. And let's see what can we do to alleviate all this.
Every night we hear the howling of wolves.
You have spoken with some people in the camps? Good. But before you judge the truth, I would ask you to witness the dangers we face out here. Every night we hear the howling of wolves, and betimes they grow bold and attack. We fend them off with fire and bow as we may, but always we see the form of a great, grizzled pack leader beyond our reach. Tungbaka, we have begun calling him. Defeat him, and the wolves will truly lose their boldness and keep away from our tents. I think you will find Tungbaka among his pack down in the ravine east of here among the trees. The ravine east of here. Okay. This one, most likely. I think we're just gonna pull as many of these wolves as we can. We are now also doing the Black Book. That's great. Awesome. Indeed, ruins of the north. I thought so. How many ruins do we need to find? 1 out of 10. Okay. This might take a while. Oh, there are some chests in here, and that is good. I don't remember if Baka is here. Inside the ruins, I mean. He's definitely in this area. But I don't remember exactly where. Treasure cache! I knew it! There was another one of those here. It seems it's behind the door. I so knew it. Ah, there we go. Black Adamant shard? Okay. Maybe not much we can do with those shards, but it's always good to have a couple, just in case. Now, where is Tungbaka? Oh, what's going on with you, poor thing? Ah, there's another treasure cache in here. Okay. Usually they are not so close to each other, but not complaining. I wouldn't mind if all treasure caches were in this area, but that's a lot to ask. Look back up, please. Starting to think maybe I should get a Tome of Tracking and just be done with it. I mean, this shouldn't be hard to find. We're looking for a big wolf. A huge wolf. Yeah, he's around this area. Where is he? Supposed to be around here. Is he in stealth? So he was supposed to be inside the ruins, it seems, but where? I don't see him. Alright. Now we need to travel to the Lonely Mountain for the Black Book. We're gonna remove that quest. It's confusing. Where is... This seems like a perfect time for one of these cracking tome. I don't get it. This is the place. I mean, should I do it? I have one. One of those that you can use as many times as you like during 5 minutes, and then they disappear from your bags. So it seems kind of a waste using it for just this one guy, but I don't want to keep moving around in circles. Let us try and do that. I don't see any other way. Scroll of tracking. Leyland's Wolf. Sangemêkh. Extremely distant? What do you mean, extremely distant? That's not the area that was marked on the map. There you are. He looks just like every other wolf. That's... I mean, slightly bigger, and that's it. Easy to miss, it seems. Return to Encarbo. So, okay, we used the Tome of Tracking. We have 5 minutes to finish using it. I don't think we're gonna get more quests like this in the next 5 minutes, but you never know. We got what we needed, and that's what matters. Musi, okay, you were not here when I left.
You have done a great good.
Sangemêkh is defeated.
What?
You have done a great deed. But Heroes Kamusi, your fails tells me the Titans are not happy. What has happened? Oh, take a look. Completed Friend to the Men of Dale. Now we are working on Ally to the Men of Dale. Oh, really? Advancing. We're making good progress. Allied to the Men of Dale, we have completed Friend to the Men of Dale. And LOTRO points, vendor discount. Okay. And LOTRO points.
Yes, yes.
Terrible news in Carbo. Several people from my camp went down to the river. Sangemêkh Durak among them. There, Jangovar scouts surprised them and took them hostage. Do they think we have wealth? Whatever did they hope to gain? Oh, Beriathan, we are evil enough to defend ourselves on our own, but we are common folk, and the Jangovar are hardened soldiers. We dare not move against them, nor if all of us march against them. But you might. We have heard of your deeds. Would you rescue our Sangemêkh and people from the Jangovar? Okay, where do I need to go exactly? I don't know, but consider it done. I'm on my way now. Jangovar camp. Okay, we need to go to the Jangovar camp, and I'm not sure if we're gonna get more quests in Dale to do that. Okay, I have a couple ideas. So bear with me while I do some of those. First of all, we're gonna go back to Dale. It's kinda on the way to that Jangovar camp. So that way we can pick up some of the quests we missed at the keep. And then, depending on how we are running on time, we might go to Loegland just to do the Avant quest. We'll see about that in just a moment. Now, I think this is the place. One of these crossings, one of these river crossings, is the location of a raid. Plight to the Lonely Mountain, I believe it is called. It's a very fun raid, very different from what we were used to up to that point. It's a raid in which your objective is only survive 10 minutes, endless waves of enemies. And there's not a traditional boss in it, just waves of enemies that you gotta take care of. It's a very fun raid. It's been ages since I've done it, but I have fun memories of it. Here we have what seems to be a statue of Bart the First. Makes sense considering how important he is to all the people of Dale. Now let me pick these quests in here. So first of all, Bryn, as Bart told you, you screwed up. But we'll take care of that later.
Just my rotten luck.
In market stalls and street corners, some few murmur against the dispossessed from ruin, and their talk clouds the minds of others. If you, a hero of the war and a symbol of goodness, would address those malcontents, it would change many minds among the folk of Dale.
No.
Yeah.
It's just no use.
The scroll of tracking has expired. Okay. The discontent of Dale folk over the new arrived refugees has not abated, Beriathan. Now angry scrolls have begun appearing on walls and doors around Dale, a veil with arrows pointing away. The meaning is clear enough to us. Will you help us wipe these defacements from Dale? Seeing a formidable and respected foreigner such as yourself doing so will strike respect or shame into our people's hearts. So yeah, I think we have enough time today for just that. Ease the discontented folk, remove the angry scrolls. We've already seen some of those scrolls, in fact. But of course they were not usable before. I say they fled ruin, but why have they come here of all places? You're back? Okay. Now is not the time for Dale to feed and shelter the needy. Now, I know there was a couple of those scrolls around this place. Raise your fists all you like. You heard the elves march on Dol Guldur? King Bart is a young, poor lad. It is good his mother guides him. Yeah, I hope you're right on that one. Come on, I'm sure I saw some of those bells scrollings on one of the walls. We were checking. Kelda. Ah, here we go. That's one of them. So it seems we'll need to keep running around town A lot, even, maybe. Come on. Jump this. Right? 6 out of 8. Oh, you already got that page? Cool. Okay. The last two folk are in here. Now we only gotta focus on the scrollings. Oh, where did it go? Ah, over here. Can I get over there? Do I need to jump? Or what exactly do I need to do to reach this one? Ugh. Don't trust the rags. These new Easterlings are Jangovar in disguise. You cannot know that. Dale folk house. I think at some point we need to enter the houses. Not sure. There is some exploring to do inside Dale. 8 full scroll, okay. Oh, there's another one here. Yeah, this is the perfect time to abuse the delete key, otherwise looking for this would take way longer. Especially if this is your first time and you're just getting acquainted with the locations at which the scrolls are placed. There are more than 10 around Dale, as far as I can remember, but you still gotta know the location of some and keep running around. So yeah, just help yourself a little. This other bridge into Dale. Ah! That's an exit that we will be taking next episode, I think, when we go looking for the Jangovar. But for the time being, let us focus on cleaning these scrolls. Okay, we're missing just 2 of them, so I think we did very good. The last 2 are here, actually. That was great. Now we can go back to the keep. Come, Garliff, keep up the pace. Barber shop. Yeah, seems we've gotten all the pages around here. There are a couple more of these on the way to Erebor. Hopefully, all those that we're missing.
No, it's just no use.
Do not doubt it, Beriathan. You have changed many minds in Dale today.
Smaug's bones.
Those angry scrolls are gone? Thank you, Beriathan. Yeah, it was just a couple side quests. This will be reused as part of the dailies that you can do in this region. So it's getting you acquainted with the mechanic for when you start doing the dailies. Basically, that's the purpose behind this quest. Okay, so we don't have enough time going to go to to Loeglon looking for the Avank? I think so. What we're gonna do, actually, is I'm gonna stop by here, by the crafting hall, take care of what I need to take care of in here. And I'll be back with you on the next one when we are ready to continue our journey. For the time being then, thank you so much for watching this episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.